Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to another Tuesday Night Principal Chiro broadcast from DE and Band the Brothers. Another great Tuesday night. Just got back from an awesome weekend. For those of you who were not there, we had our GCC Chiro Cup on Thursday. It was amazing. Sold out field. Judson Martinez Moriarty and the spouses all came up. And then we went to Helen for Araceli's 50th birthday. So happy birthday, Araceli. And then our next DE is coming up October 13 to 16 here in Atlanta. Tonight is the last night to register for the DE rooms as far as hotel rooms. So please do that. You saw in there that January is then in Clearwater, and then Sarasota back for April, and then July, August, whatever it is, we're back in Atlanta. So that's kind of there it is. There's the registration. Room reservation deadline is tonight. So please get that done. Tonight we got a special treat from Florida. This guy was taught me Thompson when I was in school. Him and Mike Shrednowski, who is coming up to DE in October, were president, vice president of Thompson Club when I was in school in '97. So I've got his signature on my adjusting, one of my adjusting areas for when I passed my proficiency test. So pretty cool. But great guy. I was just talking about, I'll let him talk about his kids, but he had a pretty cool college drop off. So that's awesome. But Dr. Season Schelin, take it away for me. We love and appreciate you, man. Thanks for doing this.
All right, here we are. Brian, thank you so much for the great intro, and I wanted to just give a moment of gratitude for everybody making this happen each week, and I'm so honored and blessed to be able to be here tonight. I always wonder why I'm asked, but there's always a reason, and I had a lot of time to think about it, almost too much time. I took notes and said, I'm not even going to look at the notes. Whoa, lost you guys there for a second. Okay. Beautiful. We're back. Okay. So a lot going on in the past several months since April. And I'm going to go back to April, where I had a huge pivotal moment at DE. Had a lot of decisions to make in my life. One thing I've been dreaming of for a long time was what's going to happen when my kids leave. We have the office. My wife does a great job running this place. We have another doctor that shares space with us. It's packed. The office is packed. It's crazy. She's always wanted the space next door. I said, when the kids go away, maybe I'll start playing some music somewhere on the weekends. And I realized I was just too comfortable. Too comfortable. And one of my favorite quotes from DE is "Comfort sucks." And it's not like I was making millions a year. But everything was simple. Everything was easy. And I said, what's next? And for a long time, we always said, well, if one of the spaces opens up next door in the plaza, we're going to do it. Last time we renewed our lease 5 years ago, we didn't do it. And that's right when Dr. Nevin came in. And my wife was really upset that we didn't do it. We should have done it and take that leave. But, I was staying comfortable. I guess playing small, maybe not the DE way. So the last DE in Sarasota, I should say, actually, Jacob came back with me, and I was on the phone. I had a phone meeting with my accountability coach, Dr. Dean DePice. And it was talking about whether or not we're going to do this. And Wendy was in the other line with the Gurmans, bleeding out of her heart that she needs more space to breathe and grow and hire people. And I couldn't get on. It was really weird. I couldn't get on the call. For some reason, I was blocked. Missed the whole call. Her just spilling her guts about what she wants better in life. For the practice, for the community, for her, for her family. And I had to leave DE and try to do this, and I couldn't get on the call. And I'm walking across the street. It felt terrible leaving, but I'm walking across the street, and I just spilled my guts out. I couldn't decide, do I want to do this and take this leap? And inside of me, something came alive. And it's something that's been brewing for a long time. Got really emotional, The dean, super emotional. He kind of took it away and said, so don't do it. And he took it away. And then I was like, man, I can't imagine not taking more space and seeing somebody else go in there and thrive, or we can thrive just as much, take care of more people, do anything we want in life, do it bigger, do it better. So went back and said, you know what, we're going to do this. And since April, we've been working on this for a long time on this lease. Pretty much, well, it is not pretty much. It's doubling our space. And guys, this is the biggest thing I'll say I ever did in my life. We've been doing it in the same location for 20 years. We were supposed to announce this at the last D. I spoke to Brian Moriarty. Every single person, every sign from Innate was do this, go ahead, take this big leap. You only live once. And that's what this is about. You only live once. And to finally, ironically, the way it worked with the delays and the attorneys and figuring this out and hashing it back and forth, finally, we actually signed the lease on Chiropractic's birthday, which was kind of what I thought about in April. I said, well, that'd be funny if we ended up signing it. I really wanted to be open for Chiropractic's birthday. That's not going to happen. So this wall that you see behind me is going to come down sometime in the next few months. And we're going to have double the space. And the goal is to serve double the number of people. And I think about it, and something from the last D comes up. It comes up every D. Who are we serving? Are we serving ourselves, families, the people? We're serving God. And the amount of gratitude, and I might jump around, there might be some Brian Lieberman squirrels here, but the amount of gratitude in my heart for so much in the past several years, going back, the beginning of all the BS a couple of years ago, and how D was there 100%. Without D, I wouldn't have known about like this triple P and the benefits the government was giving, because I live in my own world. I really don't turn on the news. I don't watch too much TV. I focus on staying clear. I mean, last week's call was amazing about just staying super, super clear and preparing all the time, preparing your vessel for service, and for giving, loving, serving, and doing unconditionally with expecting nothing in return. And I'm so grateful for that, because without that, I don't know if I would have done this. Stay in this, and listen, guys, we have a beautiful office, an absolutely beautiful office. People come in. I mean, I'll lift it up here and I'll show you the new space. I mean, it's beautiful. Hey, it's been this way for 20 years. You guys can see behind me here a little bit. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful, but it's time to grow. And the biggest thing that happened at the last E in Sarasota, I think it was there, after Judson spoke, he threw the backpack book on my desk as he walked by, as he does, all fired up. And then I realized, I bought a couple T-shirts and I said, it's time for me to change. I said, wake up season, because I've been sleeping a long time. I do a great job. We get amazing results. We do, thanks to Dr. Nevin coming on board, learned a lot from him, rekindled my passion for upper cervical care. We get incredible results. We have the most beautiful people anybody's ever seen in any practice. They love us. They love Wendy more, but they love us. We love them. It's just on fire in here. I'm like, what the heck am I doing? But you know what? It's time for me to wake up and live to my full potential. And that's been a big challenge for me my whole life. I mean, I was almost crying thinking about this call. I don't know if Paul is going to channel through me right now, but man, going back to elementary school, all that any teacher ever wanted from me, and all their frustrations were that I wasn't giving 100% of myself. I was a dreamer, but I wasn't giving 100%. There was a teacher, for those of you from Long Island, you might remember Dinkelmeyer. Walthofer turned to Dinkelmeyer Elementary School. Yeah, it's Dinkelmeyer Elementary School. And there was this 6th grade teacher named Mr. Giuliano, scary Vietnam vet. He was so scary. He had this reputation. He threw a kid's desk out the window from the 2nd story because a kid had an egg inside his desk during Halloween. One time during recess, he just lifted 2 kids up by their necks from behind to make an example. I was one of them, probably subluxated me because he couldn't get control of the kids making so much noise. And you thought he was like a bad guy. And at the end of the school year in 6th grade, he wrote on my yearbook, always give 100% no matter what. Give 100% of yourself. And I didn't listen. I like to have fun. I like to play. I like to chill. I like to fish. I like to ski. I like to surf. I love to adjust. I love to educate people about chiropractic. I love to spend time with my wife and my family. I love to travel. A lot of loves, a lot of hobbies, but no 100% focus. And it's almost in a way been too easy. Even more signs. Any coach I ever worked with in chiropractic, they saw so much more in me than I saw in myself. Kind of like we see for people when they come in. We see so much more in them than they see in themselves. That's what's so beautiful about what we do. Here we are, chiropractic's anniversary. It's one of my favorite things to celebrate each year. Probably more than my birthday. I don't know why that is. Having the posters on the wall, the history of chiropractic, those posters that show BJ and Dee Dee and the clinic and the things they treated back then, and just thinking about what was going on in Dee Dee's head when he made that first adjustment. And he thought he was going to keep it for himself until he realized, I have to do something bigger. And then BJ took it to the next level, and Sid took it to the next level. All these people stepped way out of their comfort zone. Could you imagine if Dee Dee stayed in his comfort zone? Holy crap, where would we be today? What if BJ stayed in his comfort zone? Where would we be today? He had 3 radio stations to promote chiropractic. He was in control of his printing presses to promote chiropractic. Sid took notes and he took it to another level. What are we doing here, guys? And maybe I'm here, I don't know why I'm here tonight. Maybe I'm here just to tell you about me, which I usually don't do. Maybe I'm here to inspire somebody or to inspire somebody else to get back to DE, but let's get out of our comfort zone. And that's what we're doing here. And at times, I can't believe we're doing this, but we're doing it. I FedExed the lease today. It's done. It's a done deal. That's it. I got no way out. I'm still going to have fun because I love being here in the office. I'm still going to have fun, but we're going to work our butts off and make some big changes, hire people. That's the other thing. I mean, how many students coming out of school are great adjusters, great hearts, and they need a place? Should have taken notes from Lieberman years ago. They need a place to practice. They need somebody to learn from. Everybody's been telling me this forever. Like I said, every coach's frustration with me is that they saw so much in me than I saw in myself. And then finally this light bulb went off and I said, holy crap, the stuff I attract, the stuff I get to see before it happens, and then it happens. After last year, I had a dream that an old patient employee called us who hasn't been in quite a while. And when I woke up in the morning, I forgot to tell Wendy. She was in the office in my dream. And I get to the office and she says, oh, so-and-so called. I mean, we are all so much more powerful. I was having this conversation with a young man before, who's an incredible musician, Brad, talking about, he was saying how great he feels, how much his sales have increased in his office. And it's all about keeping our head clear, clearing ourselves out. We gave somebody just that first adjustment. When she came in, I asked her what's going on, because I don't focus on the pain when they come in. So I guess they're not going to either. And she says, I just feel more clear, getting people to their full potential. And I haven't been living up to my full potential. It looks good from the outside, but man, what a shame. What a freaking waste. Maybe this is for me a little bit tonight to fire me up and keep me moving forward. And I'm motivated. Either, I got a big carrot and I got to have a fire behind me too. Those are 2 things that keep me going. Think about for you out there what you need to do different to motivate you. I don't know. Maybe you need something to push you or pull you. I don't know. But I know for me, it was signing on the dotted line like we've done for the past 4 times, 20 years in the same location. And now we made a big commitment to go forward and hire people to help Wendy, the poor She is amazing. She's been just working herself to the bone, and it's time to, we have no room in this office to really bring anybody else in. So, and I want to keep Dr. Nevin around because he's a great asset to the practice. So she can have people help her. And eventually I can hire a doctor in the next year to help me. And I can get out there more and teach and love on the community. You know, something that came up after DE, and I couldn't remember who said it until he spoke, is, you know, we don't know how big this gets. And I think Sid was talking to Peter Eimlinger saying, I don't know how big this gets. And if you really think about it, we don't know how big chiropractic can get again. And what's great about DE, it's pure. There's, you know, I could have written out something tonight and read it. I can't do that. It's not who I am. I'm different. Look at my freaking name. Everything about me is different. I swam upstream to become a chiropractor, like we all do. Wolves, outside the box. We're not sheeple. Like I said, I might be all over the place, and that's okay. But how big does this get? We don't know how big this gets. And who are we serving? We could say how big our offices can get, how many people we can serve. And everybody in my life around me. And there were so many signs. I'll give you guys some signs to look for these signs. If you're going through something and you're looking to step it up, and there's something in the back of your mind you want to do something big. It doesn't have to be chiropractic. It could be anything. Look for the signs. When you get quiet and you breathe, you do your exercises in the morning. I love Tom mentioning the gas card in the morning. Appreciate him reminding me of that. You get centered. Now you really, these voices come through. This voice comes through and says, you got to do this. And part of my, the fear inside of me was like, boy, this is scary. Holy crap. Why the heck am I doing this? And then every single sign was, go for it. When else am I going to do this? Every sign. And then everybody we kept meeting in our trip to New York. All of my friends, everybody around me is like super, super successful. I don't mean just successful, super successful. I'm like, we just got to go for this and do it bigger than we've ever done before. And I ask you again to think about, what are you on the fence with? Get quiet and just do it. So one of the big signs, you guys might appreciate this. So I'm actually going to take it next door super quick. I hope I don't lose the signal, but I got my keys here so I don't get locked out. So here we are. I don't know if you can see. Whoops. So here's the space. It's been for lease. And there's, where is it? And here's our space up top. Yeah, you got the lights up there. So this space in here, see inside, this was filled with stuff. Like it would have been a big hassle clearing it out. Hopefully you can see that. So when we were working on this with the real estate agent, the landlord, he kept it quiet. It's a very large company, and he kept it super quiet. He wasn't able to tell anybody. So the other half of the company, it's like $1 billion pension fund based out of Connecticut. All of a sudden, one Saturday, I see this guy working time and a half, who's a property manager, cleaning out the space. And I asked him what he was doing. I got nervous. I said, well, somebody else grabbed it. And he said, no, he was asked to make it ready to make it showable. And before it was a wreck. It would have cost thousands of dollars to clear out. So he went ahead and cleared this thing out and made it brand new before we were able to sign the lease. I don't know if that wasn't a sign. I don't know what was. So I know I'm rambling a little bit, but that's what you get. And I can't appreciate you guys being here. And I just want to say, whether you know of somebody out there that used to go to D or they never went, let's get some people back. We never know how far-reaching something we may see, think, or do today can affect the lives of billions tomorrow. In honor of chiropractic's birthday, let's get them back. And there's so many great people out there that came from D. D has created so much in so many lives, our lives. I can't appreciate the opportunity the opportunity to be here tonight. And I just want to send some love out to some people out there that I pray for every single morning. Every morning, Josh Siegel, Denise Dobbs, and Scott Lowe, among others you don't know. But this energy, what we think, what we say, we do is so powerful. Let's stay powerful, stay strong, keep this moving forward, and share the love. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Wow, that was a cool little logo they did there. Where can you find lasting purpose? Little Google searches. Caesar, great job, man. Thank you so much for doing this. Congratulations on all of that.
Thank
Proud of
you.
you, man. That's a big step for you. I know it is. So keep kicking ass, and thank you for inspiring a whole bunch of people, man. We appreciate it. Next week is, man, I looked it up and I forgot already who it is. I don't think we have a list of it, do we? Dang it. It's going to come to me. Nope, too late. All right, just be here next Tuesday. Come here, who's speaking. Season. Thank you very much. Love you guys. Have a great week.
Love you too. Thanks, buddy.
See you, man.